Oh, I look like...
I think we're in the right group, hopefully. Can you
Maybe.
check, just to make sure? This Facebook's been so dumb lately.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I know there's like a bajillion people.
There you go. Hello, everyone. We'll just give it like an awkward silence. Those few seconds.
I always love when people are like, okay, so I'm just gonna wait for some people to hop on first. And then 2 seconds later, okay, there's a lot of people on. This is the most awkward. We don't normally do lives in our car, but
No, we don't. But parents'
Okay.
life.
oh my goodness, that went from 1 person to 38 real fast.
Really be Kobe wants to be in my video. In my video.
Okay, so we want to first off, this group is freaking awesome. We've been watching the posts and the homework and getting super excited, even though we're not even doing it, but like I feel like I need to.
Reading some of your posts about your first time going live or just going live, period. Pretty awesome. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, and we are going to talk about okay, so I'm going to warn everyone ahead of time. I have a lot of kids and they suck my brain cells out of my head, and so like I forget things and I like am kind of a little squirrelish. So I might get off track, but I promise it'll tie in and it'll come back around.
Okay, so the topic is who are you and setting yourself apart. You got that?
Yeah, who are you and setting yourself apart? I knew this, but I didn't know this, but I knew this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So, who are you in your Scentsy business, and how are you setting yourself apart? That can mean a lot of things. For us, it's how we like literally tie our family into everything with our business. When people think of the Ninos, they don't just think about us two, they think about our entire family, because that's who we are in the business. We're a family-ran business, and I think our lives, this is probably going to be the first one where a child doesn't interrupt, but in every single live that we do or any kind of video that we do,
Knock on wood, because there's 2 out in this park right here and they might interrupt us.
every single anything that we do in our business, our kids are involved, and you know, everybody knows that, and it's kind of become who we are in the business. So who are you in your business? If you don't know that, if you don't know who you are in the business, or what in your life represents you in your Scentsy business, then maybe you should take a moment and think about, you know, what that could be or what that is. There are plenty of SSDs who have like their little branding mark. I know that there's one somebody talked about. She has like the peace sign in everything she does. So now her customers and her team and Scentsy like knows, like when they see a peace sign, they think of this lady because that's something of, you know, that became a part of who she is in her business. So she was able to brand herself with something simple like that, and now people know because that's who she is. So if you don't know who you are in your business or where you are in your business, that's something that you should evaluate and think about, and you know, put some time to figure that out.
I know that for us, we in our business, we didn't always know who we were and what was going to set us apart, and it wasn't until we kind of figured that out, and once we figured that out, it kind of helped our business actually grow, because you all have something that makes you unique and makes you different from other people, and so really leaning into that, being authentic to who you are, and what does set you apart from other people, whether it's you know, the way you make your marketing materials, to the way you take pictures, to the way you interact, memes that you post. Maybe you post the same meme all the time, or you know, something like that. What makes you set apart? What is going to set you apart with your customers? Why would your customers want to choose you over another consultant? And you know, not only with other your customers, but other consultants as well. And then as a leader, what is going to set you apart as a leader? And I think that that's something very important. And I would definitely take a day off of business and just do some soul searching. And I mean, for us, we would pray about it. What sets us apart, what makes us different, or what tools can we utilize to set us apart from other people and to be different. And I think it's huge. It even goes down to how you market yourself, how you package your orders. I know for us, like we've said, I know a lot of you are saying we have 7 kids currently under our roof, 6 of which are ours, 1 is an extra, and then a couple other extra. So we have a house full, and yeah, we definitely make sure that our kids are involved and people know that. When we package our orders, if there's a sticker that's upside down, people know that it's because our kids put that sticker on. So down to our packaging, we're setting ourselves up differently, and we're involving our family so that people do know that it's a family run business and they appreciate that. And so just adding something a little extra. Right now, my big thing is we're not allowed to use Bitmoji, and I was obsessed with Bitmoji. We're not allowed to use Bitmoji. They don't allow you to use their stuff in marketing materials, mass marketing. And so I used Photolab and created these cute little characters of us, cartoons of us. It's glitching for some reason on my end. Is it glitching for anybody else? Is it glitching for anybody else? Hopefully not. But yes, so it is glitching for somebody else. Oh gosh. Is anyone else having issues hearing us? Is it glitching?
We have Sprint. It's not the very best service, guys.
Can you move it a little maybe? Don't knock it over.
Can you hear us now?
Is that better? Glitching here too. Perfect. Great. Is that better? It's okay though. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I even did my makeup for this and now it's gonna look fuzzy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. You were fine. Okay, so I am so sorry. We live out kind of a ways away and we had to come into town for kid stuff, and so we had to do this in the car, which is not our norm, so I really am sorry. We can always do another one, a double up, just in case. It's repeating over and over. Perfect.
If it's not working and we just need to do this another time, maybe that'll be better because...
You're fine on my end. Closed out Facebook and came back and you're fine. Okay. Sorry, it's probably our service. I'm really sorry, but you guys look and sound perfect.
What a mess.
Oh my Lanta.
This is also part of our brand too.
Yeah.
Hot mess.
Oh my gosh, we are a hot mess. I can hear it goes blurry every once in a while. Okay, so anyways, making yourself set apart, adding your family to it, that is something that changed our business. And it's super huge for us. That's how people know us and recognize us.
And not even just our family, the people around us too. Scentsy came to our house and they did like a short, I don't know if you guys seen it, it's on YouTube, like a short story of our Scentsy journey. And at the time, some girl was living with us, like she was just some random girl we helped out, and she was living with us and she was part of the video. So not only just making your family part of your Scentsy life, but if like or your Scentsy business, if you're going to be full-blown Scentsy, like everything, and you want to live and breathe everything Scentsy, then incorporate everybody around you. If you have something going on Scentsy-wise and you happen to have the neighbor's kid with you, then, you know, have the neighbor's kid help you and involve them. So that way he can go home and say, hey, Mom, I did this with Kyle's mom, and she's a Scentsy lady, and you need to become a Scentsy lady too. So, you know, it's not just involving your family, but anybody who's around you. What she want?
She wanted me to feed the baby.
Oh gosh.
She wanted me to nurse the baby while I'm on this training. So Yeah, like he said, that's huge. And then we have really gotten involved in our community. I guess that still ties into authenticity and branding yourself. We've gotten involved in our community, and we recently moved to a smaller community. And so we're doing everything we can to get involved in our community, so that we can make a difference in our community. Now, we're not in there to make sales. That's not it at all. We're in there to make genuine, authentic relationships, so that people relate. Oh yeah, they're the Ninos. They do Scentsy. Oh my gosh, cool. Scentsy people, help out at the community center, or, help the people in need, or whatever. That is something that we want people to be associated with, because we want to represent Scentsy as best we can, and their values, core values, right? And that's authenticity and generosity, and give more than you take, and all of that. So that's huge for us. And so getting involved in our community and making those authentic relationships, so that when people, know who you are, they know that you are, that you're Scentsy, and what you stand for. That's huge. I think that, like I said before, really focusing on finding who you are in the business and where you belong, because there's a place for everybody. I don't care what title you are. Obviously, everyone right now is hustling to director, and that's freaking huge, and you're all going to do it. If you put the work in, it will happen. So I think that it's just really important that you find that about yourself, because it will change the course of your business when you focus on that, and really put the time and effort into that, because it is important, because you all matter, and you do have a place at the table, especially the leadership table. Johnny says it all the time, that there's room here for you at the leadership table. It doesn't matter what level you are. And so really leaning into that, because you don't know how your story and the way you are authentically you, how it can change somebody else's life, how it can inspire somebody else. I was trying to read comments. What was the second part of it, babe?
Stop that. You always get distracted when you do that. Who are you, and then what sets you apart?
Oh yeah. Okay. So it all ties in. What sets you apart, and who you are. Once you find who you are, that's what's going to set you apart.
Yeah. We also like setting yourself apart in you're leading too, because a lot of people who join Scentsy, they've done other direct sales, and so they have this taste in their mouth about other companies, and so they come into Scentsy expecting that. So setting yourself apart in your leadership is going to be huge, and it's going to tie into you eventually building and continuing to build throughout the years a big Scentsy family. If you are a leader who doesn't take the time to actually get to know your frontline and just build relationships like Scentsy wants us to, then you're not really setting yourself apart from those other direct sales that they've already experienced. The same thing. You're just tying into everything else that they've already experienced. But if you're authentically leading your group and you're loving them well, that's a huge one for us, loving our people well and getting to know them and just knowing more about them, more than just their PRV and their numbers throughout the month, but getting to know your people. It's going to set you apart, and they're going to value that. They're going to want to work hard for you. For us, we say this all the time about our team. Our team, a lot of them, they don't have to do Scentsy. A lot of them just want to because they love to help us. We don't set the expectation for them that they have to help us, but we've come to realize that a lot of them stay around, and they stick around because they love to help us and they love to see us succeed. And that kind of sets us apart in our leadership, because not a lot of people have that. You're not going to always get those downline that are like, hey, I don't really need this, but I'm here because I love to help you and I love to support you, and I love that you are able to build a life off of Scentsy, based off what we do, based off of what we are able to do for you. So I think that's important, that you take that setting yourself apart and put it into your leadership, because it's going to tie in huge, like I said earlier, into you building and continuing to build your frontline or your team.
I think that, playing off of that too, it ties back into, we talked about this last night, on a friend's training, and just about servant leadership, and again, finding who you are as a leader, because all of you, are leaders. If you have one person under you, you are a leader. And it's your job, I guess, your job. I mean,
it's really like a responsibility if you want to lead.
Yeah,
if you
your
want the title, then it's your responsibility.
Yeah, to take those people and teach them. Now, I know that we don't have a ton of people. We don't have thousands underneath us like Stacy and Chloe Cox and the Levi's and all that. We don't have, thousands of people, but it is our goal right now to love the people that we do have and love them well. And
to teach them what we're doing, to put that
how to replicate that.
Yeah, to so that it just dripples down the further down into, each generation after generation. What we're doing, it just pours into it so that we don't have to eventually keep up with the thousands that we can, potentially have. Because that's our goal. We want to be as big as these other top dogs. We want, we want to be a mini Stacy Behringer, we want to be able to have that. So what we're doing now, it's going to set us up later. It's setting us apart later. It's setting us apart, like setting us up future-wise for the our future generation downline and stuff.
Right.
So pouring all that into our now people, it's just going to dribble down into them.
And it's huge. When you're making your team, your family, when you're making your customers, your family, it's a thing for us. It's literal. We have a lady that we met at the bank, and she met her through a Facebook site. Then she worked at the bank, so we delivered her Scentsy stuff to the bank. We ended up getting an account at this bank. The whole bank ended up becoming like family. She just came over to our house when we moved, brought her daughter over to meet us. Like, she was like our bank lady, some random stranger, and now she's like just kicking it at the house, and we check in on her all the time, whatever. And that's been huge for us too, is I will check in. I have days where I do certain tasks. I'll check in with our downline, not about Scentsy. I will not ask them about business. I will not ask them anything. It will be personal. Even if you're not quite sure, even if you're like, oh, great, I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. I can't keep up with every single person. Go to their Facebook, go through their wall and research what they've been posting for the last couple weeks. Educate yourself on your downline. Educate yourself on what's going on in their life. Oh my goodness. Today I actually had one of my downline. She was just having a really rough time. She can't have a baby right now, and they were really trying for that. She's like my 4th gen, but I saw on Facebook that she had commented she needed prayers and was having a hard day, so I reached out. And she had messaged me later and said, you have no idea how much that meant to me. I appreciate you so much that you would take time out of your day, to just check on me when, I'm a little person. I don't really matter to you as far as your business, but you're just checking on me. And so that's huge. I know that you don't have a bajillion hours in the day to sit and message 5 generations of people. I get that. But if you see it come up on your Facebook, go ahead. Take that time. It takes seconds. But for me, going through and having daily tasks where I follow up with certain people, that's why it's nice that we kind of tag team it like a team, because he's the numbers guy and I'm more the relationship building and checking in. He does do that, but the random stuff, the girl talk and things like that, I'm able to do that and just check in on them. And then again, like he said before, when you're being you, authentically you, and checking in on them authentically, not just, oh, hey, I'm checking on you because I want to know if you're going to submit an order. I need $200. I need you to be active or whatever. No, really authentically, genuinely trying to get to know them and connect with them on a more personal level is huge. So taking the time to do that is going to set you apart. It's going to make them want to get active. Mm-hmm. Then they're going to come back later and say, you know what, I was just wondering, I saw that you guys were going for a promotion or you needed this or whatever. What can I do to help? Mm-hmm. How can I help you? We've literally had team members say that. Hey, I was going to go inactive, but I really want to help you guys. Is there something I can do? Hey girl, yeah, you could get active. That would really help us. Oh my gosh, totally. Or, oh, hey, you've never hit certified before. That would actually really help us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me submit a party. We've literally had people do this where they want to help. And I was telling them on the training last night that, I had a boss who I loved, and I had FMLA, which is, I don't know if you guys have it there in Idaho. It's family medical leave. When I was pregnant and I had a lot of migraine issues and back issues, I was able to take a certain amount of time off of work to go home for headaches, whatever. And I would not take that. I would want to, but I wouldn't, because I knew that my stats mattered to my boss and I was a top performer. And so I would literally feel guilty, calling into work or not going in.
She called in one time and she made me not post on Facebook all day long.
Yeah, because I felt guilty. My boss's stats relied on my stats, and I didn't want to let him down. I knew that he deserved, the promotion that he was looking for, or, to whatever. I knew that it mattered to him, so it mattered to me, and I wanted to help him. So I want my team to feel the same way, to be like, oh my gosh, how can I help you out? We're in this together. We're family. I've got your back, you've got my back. And for us, that doesn't mean just in business. It also means personal, as well. Like, hey, someone posted the other day, they needed, baby boy clothes or whatever. So I posted, I have a lot of resources on there. How can we help? Can we help gather you something that you need? Like, how can we help you? Because again, it's give more than you take. It's generosity. It's authenticity. So tying that all in. And then it also goes back to, we want to teach other people to help make people's opinions about direct sales change. Scentsy is not like any other direct sales. I have sold everything under the sun, from makeup to weight loss. The makeup worked, the weight loss hasn't yet. But anyways, I've sold everything, okay? Yeah, I've sold everything, and nothing is like Scentsy. I've never had relationships like I've built in Scentsy. And I mean, I didn't go in with a negative attitude and then it just didn't. No, people are literally not the same as in Scentsy. It is a feeling. It's a lifestyle. It's something far greater than any other direct sales. I don't care. Tell me one that is anything like Scentsy, and I will tell you how it isn't, because I've sold them all. Literally. So for me, we want to teach other people to set us apart, the whole Scentsy family, apart from any other direct sales. And that goes back to being you, and authenticity, and where you are in this business. Setting people apart. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm looking at the baby. Sorry.
Setting you apart from other people is changing people's opinion about direct sales. I've never once cold messaged someone to ask them to join. I've never once sent a cold message asking someone to host a party or anything like that. It is genuine and authentic when I post on my wall and people reach out, because they see it's contagious. If you're making it your lifestyle, it is contagious, and people are going to see that and they're going to want that. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. If this becomes a lifestyle for you, and if you are being a light in this dark world right now, people are going to catch on. Maybe you don't get a recruit from it this second, or a party from it this second, but those seeds are being planted, and you never know who's watching you. And it could be months down the road that someone says, hey girl, I saw your live video and I'd really like to know more about joining Scentsy. Or hey girl, I was really, drawn to your live video about Scentsy's charity warmer. I'd really like to learn more. Is there another way that we can get involved? Heck yeah, you could have a fundraiser and you can, collect money for your own charity. Oh my gosh, I'd love to do that. It will happen. These seeds are being planted, and you never know who's watching you. Be you.
Yeah. I think that's huge. I like that you brought that up. You're using your Facebook to kind of set yourself apart. We do that a lot with Scentsy. Like, we don't just sell Scentsy on our Facebook, we share Scentsy. And we're not just sharing warmers and wax. We're sharing our rewards. We're sharing sometimes, money that we earn. We're sharing the trips that we're earning. We're just sharing our life that we're able to live through Scentsy. We're not just sharing warmers and wax. Hey, got this champagne warmer, it's on sale. We did that for the first few months of our business, and we learned very quickly that was not working, that we needed to share Scentsy, we wanted Scentsy to be our lifestyle. We wanted people to know that we live and breathe Scentsy. Our kids, that's all they know is Scentsy. So we want our customers to know, and we stopped selling Scentsy on our Facebook, and we share. And it's not just us sharing, it's the people around us sharing Scentsy.
And I know that not everyone is extrovert like we are now. Johnny was very introvert when we first started Scentsy. I know if you've watched our story, you know the joke that of him being so introvert that we would go to church late and leave early so he didn't have to talk to people. That's how introvert he was. And I shared that on our story, and for us, it wasn't always like this, but we have found that if you're transparent and you open up, you know, to a certain degree, and let people know that you're real, every one of you has a story. Every one of you has a past, and honestly, it has shaped who you are today. So share that, because you never know how your story might impact somebody else, and how your story might draw someone to want the business as much as you want the business. Like I said, it's contagious, and people want that. They're going to want to make a future, or they're going to see you partying with your friends and living it up on Cabo or wherever the leadership is. Whatever.
Wow.
Somewhere tropical. But you know, it's huge. It's huge. And you never know, but your story matters. Your past matters. And if you're an introvert, starting on Facebook is huge, because you can hide behind that computer screen. Start there. That's a start. Going live, you know, giving people a glimpse. I know that when we've gone live, you get lots of sales. You get lots of people. Again, seeds planted. It might not be like, oh, hey, I want to buy a 6-pack because I watched 2 seconds of your video. No, it's seeds planted. They see you're real. They see you're genuine. Yeah. And I'm not talking about those... I was going to say it, but I'm not going to say it. You know, those videos where people go live and then they just try to sell things and whatever, and just whatever. That's not it. Also, taking pictures. Johnny didn't get good at taking pictures by not taking pictures. He took a bunch of pictures. He sucked at first. I mean, they were a little lame.
They're a little choppy.
And now, you know, he takes great pictures. And you guys are always more than welcome to steal his pictures. We've seen some of his pictures on marketing material. And it's awesome. It's so freaking cool, because you're sharing it instead of just, you know, taking a flyer. We used to post flyers. I used to make flyers. I taught myself to make flyers on Photoshop, on Canva, and you know what? I stopped because I never got a like on my flyers. I'm sorry if you create flyers and if that's all you use. Me personally, I never got a like. I never got anyone to bite from our flyers. Yeah. But the second we started genuinely posting photos of like, oh my goodness, driving in my car, here's my scent circles, or here's the counter clean I used, or whatever, making the pictures look nice and no wording or anything, people started responding. Those pictures have gotten other people's sales when it wasn't even their picture, but that's just how it works. So I think that's huge. But again, that all rolls back into being you and authentic and original. And Samantha, if you're horrible with photos, that's okay. Still Johnny's. It's fine. But you are good at something. So what are you good at? And how can you contribute back to the Scentsy family with something that you are good at? Because you are good at something. Mm-hmm. I'm good at running my mouth. And so here I am running my mouth.
She's good at recruiting and I suck at it. So.
Yeah. So for us, that's huge. For us, practice makes perfect. Involve your kids, involve your family, find out not just your why, but who you are in this business. Who are you with Scentsy? Make Scentsy your lifestyle, and promise
who do you want people to know who you are? Like, who do you want them to see when they hear your name, when they see your name around town? You know, do you want them to know you by bad things, or by, oh, that's that amazing Scentsy lady, you know? So just remember, as you're running your Scentsy business, remember who you are and who you're showing people who you are, like who you are. Just remember that's huge, and it's something that wow, now my warm weather of the month got delivered.
Oh, be watching for photos. We were waiting for that warm weather
all day long
to take pictures.
Son of a gun. Now I have to wait till tomorrow. Sorry,
no,
guys.
He
I
got
doesn't. Distracted.
He will go home tonight. Oh, you lost your bow.
Anyways, I think we are pretty much done. I feel like
we try to keep it to 30 minutes because we have a lot of kids and we know other people have kids and don't always have the time to sit and watch videos.
A second video after this by the
amazing Laura Godwin.
Yes, Laura Godwin. If you guys don't know who Laura Godwin is, watch the next video. She is amazing. She is a blessing, and just her little laugh is just the cutest. So I hope you guys enjoyed our video, and we know that you're going to enjoy Laura's. Stacy, thank you for having us. We hope you guys learned something from us.
Does anyone have any quick questions before we hop off and I feed the baby but not on the video?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
If we hop off and you still have a question, just post it in the comments and we'll answer them later. All right,
yeah, you guys are welcome. Thank you so much, Stacy, for asking us to hop on, and thank you guys for taking the time. We always hope that we can teach somebody something. I know sometimes we ramble on, but we hope that at least you take one thing away from what we're saying, and that you felt the love. We hope that you guys know that we're praying for you and you are loved. And if you have questions, feel free.
I can't wait to see some director promotion from this.
Yes, and reach out. If y'all need help, reach out. If you need ideas, reach out. We are more than happy to help. Even if y'all aren't on our team, we are more than happy to help.
Yep.
And we love you, Stacy. Thank you for having us.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Post your questions and we'll answer them.